one of the best pieces of advice I think I can share with you is not to put an overwhelmingly amount of pressure or stress on that new relationship. Sometimes it works out just fine. Depends on the people involved. But if the woman is the kind of woman that maybe feels a little bit of pressure, a little bit of stress, or a little bit of too much responsibility, then you could almost chase her away by moving too quickly. Let's talk again about relationships, because that's what this is really all about. When you look at everything in life, what's important, and you start getting older and you start looking over your life, you're not thinking about that car you had or the new TV you bought or the ring that you have. I mean, these things are all material things. These things make our life interesting. Okay, I get all that. But those are not the things that first come to your mind when you're thinking about what's really important to you. The things that come to your mind are going to be your friends, your family, the relationships that you fostered over the years. Those are the things that are really, really important. And, guys, I just can't tell you enough that if that's something that's lacking in your life right now, you really need to work on that, whether it's with this, and try to move towards that or whatever it is. But those are the things that will continue to pay dividends. So when you do have a new relationship, how can you foster that relationship? How can you keep that going and make it build and make it something special that's going to last for 20, 30, 40 years and more? Well, there's lots of different things that you can do. One of the best pieces of advice I think I can share with you is not to put an overwhelmingly amount of pressure or stress on that new relationship. Okay, that's very, very important, guys. That's number one, because I see that sometimes where guys will just all of a sudden put this huge amount of pressure on this brand new relationship. It's just hours old. And that can be very difficult. And you don't understand you're doing it. You want to do it. You feel wonderful. Maybe you haven't had a relationship in a long time. And all of a sudden you have all this attention from this woman and you think, oh my God, I'm going to give everything back. And you want it all at once. And I understand that, but you got to be a little careful about doing that. Sometimes it works out just fine. Depends on the people involved. But if the woman is the kind of woman that maybe feels a little bit of pressure, a little bit of stress, or a little bit of too much responsibility, then you could almost chase her away by moving too quickly. Let me give you an example. Okay, so here's a good example. Our tours normally include at least 2, if not 3 socials, depending on where you're going, right? And so the gentlemen will come on our tours, they'll go to a social, they're meeting all the different women. And so we had this one gentleman who met this woman. This was on a 3-city tour, and told the woman that, this is perfect. You're the perfect woman for me. I really want to spend more time with you. I want to get to know you as much as possible. I still have about another 10 days, so I want to spend every day with you. And, and she was like, at first, yeah, okay, that's great, because she really liked him too. But you have to understand, these women have lives too, guys. When we come there, it's not like they're just waiting in a box for us to magically appear. They have lives. And so when you do that, what have you really done? Well, one of the things that you've done is you've transferred an enormous amount of power from yourself and you've given it to her, because you've told her that you're changing all your plans, you're changing everything that you had set up, and you're not going to stay with her for the entire time. So you've basically given away all your power to her, and now everything's in her wheelhouse and you are just pretty much at her mercy. That's not a good position to be in. Let's look at it from another point of view. If you would have said, this is wonderful, I'm so glad I met you, but I did sign up for this tour, I made a commitment, so I'm going to go to these other cities, but I want to stay in touch with you, I want to keep talking to you, and when I come back I want to spend more time with you, because I will have a few more days to spend with you.
Check out our website at... If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.